Hey guys, I hope we are live at the moment. So, welcome to our regular Sunday live 7 p.m. where I answer your personalized question about how to make money online on the platform like eBay, Amazon, YouTube affiliate marketing and mentorship. So, if you guys have any question, you can leave that inside the live chat and I will try to go through each and every question. And that's what we do on every Sunday, 7 p.m. And uh, welcome everyone here. We have Hardly Yeatman, Sarfaraz Shah, and Ryu Smith. Thank you so much. If whoever is watching at the moment, uh, I will really appreciate if you just gives a thumbs up to this video, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to this channel. So before we get started, the things that I wanted to actually talk about this week is the apps that I use to make my life easy when I'm selling stuff on eBay, when I'm selling stuff on Amazon, and those apps are very similar to the stuff that I put out on the YouTube at the same time as well. So this is the things that we will be talking about in this session, and also I will be taking all of your questions that you have left inside the chat, or if you have any further counter question that you want to ask while we are streaming live. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. The thing that I was thinking about this week, particularly if I go back, and if you ask me if I go back 7, 8 years ago, and as a new seller, is there something that I have done which I shouldn't have done? I've been thinking about it from past 2 days. And I decided to share with you guys if I would change something by looking back, would be I would spend less time on doing the things which actually doesn't give me some kind of education or have some kind of financial gain. I know it might sound greedy, but there are many things that I have done in the beginning, like just the stuff that I never really needed. Okay, well, I need to have this app. I need to have this app. I need to fill out all the information in this Excel sheet. I need to organize all that. I need to design this website. I need to have this Facebook page, this stuff like that. And the time that I spend on doing those things, it wasn't really giving me any kind of productive return or even financial return in the beginning. So if you're new, then I would really advise, like, this is the like a talk of the week that you can say, do the stuff which really matters, not just to make you feel you have done something. So what I was doing is that I was doing the stuff and feeling at the same time, well, I have done something today. Well, that's good. My day was really good. But honestly, if I look back and see, well, all those things, you guys, will know what I'm talking about, and most of you guys probably doing those kind of things at the same time. So, okay, I need to design this, I need to design that, I need to design this, I need to have this app, I need to manage my stock this way, I need to invest in this things, I need to invest in this thing. So we just, I would say, hold back and think what kind of value in the terms of business they are bringing into your business, or even in what you have a financial gain from them at the end of the day. So if you're spending a lot of time even watching my channel, I will say, I'm going to be honest with you, and you think that you are not trying to implement those things. And that's why I always say, if you watch me, question me, ask me how this stuff can be done, go in a detail. I'm happy to go in a detail. I answer all those questions as well. But at the end of the day, if you're not learning something, if you're not trying to implement something from there, and you're just, like, I don't know, doing this for entertainment and stuff like this, then I would rather go really serious about it. And I hold myself and I think, what kind of financial gain and uh, what kind of things that I'm learning from here. So if the answer is yes, and you are learning something, even if it's not beneficial today, it will be beneficial tomorrow or next month or next year. That's good. You need to keep on doing that. But if you're just making yourself feel good that I have done something productive, then I would say give up on that one. I mean, I have done when I was running the eBay business. I mean, I said when I started, I'd done many of those stuff, and I go back and I just look at them and I see I have wasted my time. So that's what I wanted to bring on, really. Okay, so let's go to the question. If you guys have any question, just leave those inside the chat and I will go through one by one. And while on the same time, I will be talking about the apps that I am using nowadays to make my life a little bit easy. And the reason I talked about it, that if you think you are not at the stage, you don't really need those apps, then don't waste your time organizing those apps at the first place. So let's go from there. So first one, I'm gonna be here hopefully, and one of the question from me is, what is very legit Chinese wholesale website? So the Chinese wholesale website, Alibaba.com, is a very legitimate website. But if we go into detail and we ask about, okay, well, how can I actually use Alibaba.com and buy from the supplier who are trustworthy and legitimate, then there are certain things that you can do in order to see if it's actually worth buying from these sellers. So let me open up Alibaba and I will show you when I'm actually trying to hunt the product. And Alibaba is the one of the website. I mean, the question is very relevant to the topic that we will be discussing today. Alibaba is one of the website, but when you are on Alibaba, you need to make sure you don't get scammed on Alibaba. So there are certain things that you can do to protect yourself from Alibaba.com, so you will not be scammed or somebody will not just take your money and run away. So these are the things that I will say we will be careful about. So let me actually put that up on the screen and show you. Okay, so we are on Alibaba.com right here. So if we go to Alibaba, we're not talking about one particular product. So we're just going to see if the supplier is worthy buying from. So how this supplier is trustworthy. So for example, I opened this product. It's a custom bath, something spa, something like that. If you see right here, this supplier is trading on a platform from past 2 years. You know, they have a 5-star rating and 95 point something like two. So this, if you go down to inside the supplier details as well, when you go there, let's say you're trying to hurt. This is something which it's a bath product. You know, this is not something. If they are selling bath product and they are selling something else which is not relevant to the product that you are looking for, then this is not an actual factory. This is a seller who is buying the stuff from the factory and keeping their margin and selling other things to you as well. So if it's here, it's this one, Haishan Bliss Natural Bath. So if it's a Chinese legitimate salary factory, they wouldn't have this kind of Western name, I will say. So this most likely this is an agent, and their rating, I'm not really happy with it. It's not bad, but they are only been trading on a platform for 2 years now, and they have 5.0 rating as well. So I would be careful when I'm buying from them as well. Another thing that you can see inside the payment, if they accept the Alibaba Alipay as well. You know, so this is something that you have to be careful when you are first time buying something from China. I would never send money just from my debit card. I'd rather use my credit card, or I will never ever send the money with the Western Union as well. So I even in the PayPal, it's going to be a little bit expensive, but if you're buying from the seller first time, I will suggest you use something like PayPal. And if the supplier don't accept PayPal, then there are many other suppliers at the same time that you can buy from as well. So just in the terms of supplier, I'm not talking about particular product. Here you can see again that the same thing same supplier came. I'm trying to look for a supplier that look little bit. So look here, you can see even their rating here is only, sorry, response time is only 94 something, And but what you have to see, sorry, this is just going everywhere. So what you have to see that how many transactions they have done in past month or so. And if they are new one, look, this one is Guangdong Majio Biotech. So this is a Chinese name. This is not really the Western name. These most likely to be, this is the legitimate factory. So again, 89.7, they have done many transactions as well, and the price is not bad as well. So again, the name is good. They've been trading on a platform for 9 years. So you can see the rating at the same time as well. And also, if you're buying from them first time or second time, I suggest you do not send them a money with the Western Union. Do not send the money in the way that you can't get it back from your debit card. If you're using credit card, then you have an insurance from your credit card, and you can talk to your credit card company, and even on the PayPal as well. So I will be careful. Alibaba platform is really, really good, but you have the things that I just talk about. Check their name, check their rating, how many transactions they have done. And most importantly, if you're trying to look for, I don't know, candles, so this is the category which comes in a home decoration and stuff. So if they're selling something which is completely different, like they're selling home decoration and then they're selling, let's say, camera gear as well, and mobile phone and technology and stuff like that. So that's most likely to be, it's not the factory. So I hope I answered your question right there as well. So next one there. Thank you. Okay, so next one there is Zen, bless you. The question regarding Amazon return setting, when we click the option to provide the free return label to the buyer, then Amazon provide many courier option to choose from. So if your question is about, is the Amazon is giving an option to the customer to choose from many courier, yes, it does. So I think your next question is relevant to that as well. For example, I clicked Hermes. Do I need to have a Hermes account to create this link between Amazon return and Hermes, and provide the label to the buyer and then charge in a seller central? So when you offer the return to your Amazon customer, when they want to return something, they can actually print and choose whatever courier they prefer to choose. So it can be Royal Mail, it can be Hermes. There are many options inside the Amazon. So whenever they buy and print the label, and even they print the label, you're not going to be get charged. So if they go to post office or say Hermes drop off point, when they scan the label, then Amazon will charge you inside the seller central. You don't need to have any kind of arrangement with the Royal Mail or Hermes in order to get the return from Amazon as well. So this is something which is already arranged between Amazon and Hermes or Royal Mail or whatever courier the customer will choose to return your item back to you. So no, you don't need to have any kind of contract or contact or any kind of arrangement with the courier. And the buyer do get option to choose from. So there are many options when which can tell them, okay, for this one you need a printer, for this one you don't need a printer. If the post office is close to them, they can choose Royal Mail. If it's the Hermes drop-off point is close to them, they can choose the Hermes as well. So I hope that really answer your question. If it's a little bit different than that, then you can just leave that in the chat again. Okay, so next one is Andrew Smith. I have a product and promoted the listing. I see the seller who has the same product always first on the top in the search. How? So yeah, this is a good question. I will say good question in the terms of a lot of time, and it is very important to keep an eye on your competitor, how they are selling, at what price they are selling. This is important thing to do. But when you are doing it, don't do it from your account. Don't log into your account. Anytime when you do, go in a Google Chrome or Safari, whatever you happen to use, and open an incognito window, and then search the product, and then you will see the organic ranking. When you're looking from your account, and they might be are on the top and looks like they're on the top from your account, because when you click on their item, eBay systems understand you actually like this product, so it save a little bit cookies inside your browser. So your search history is highly based on your browsing habits. So if you go open another window and go incognito and then try to see where your product is ranking and where your competitor product is ranking organically, if you want to see that, you have to go and open incognito window. And I would rather say, if you are trying to use this on a computer, then whenever you do, probably change the device as well, or just once clear your history from your browser. So they leave like a cookie to track your browsing behavior. All website does that, so to see what your browsing behaviors are, and then they try to recommend the product accordingly. That's how the algorithm work as well. So when you are looking for your competitor product, you probably have seen it so many times. So eBay system is trying to understand, okay, well, this particular buyer like this seller. So anytime when you search for that product, that seller product is coming in the top ranking. So go incognito and you will be able to see the organic ranking for that. I hope that answers your question. Is it wise to set up your own warehouse address for the return rather than sending return back to Amazon FBA warehouse? I found this option return set as a default. So if you are selling on Amazon FBA, and you are choosing your fulfillment option as Amazon FBA, like fulfillment by Amazon, then by default, this return will go back to Amazon warehouse. So if you are FBM seller, you are fulfilling your orders by yourself, fulfilled by merchant, then you can have an option to get the return back to the address, whatever you can choose. So by default, if you are FBA seller, then the return will go back to the Amazon. So then the other one is okay, done all that, and then do you know any legit? So yeah, so that's what I talked about in the beginning. What's the lightning used in the background? Okay, so yeah, I do answer the YouTube questions as well. So what kind of lighting I'm using is just a normal flashlight. So I have a remote. I can actually change the colors as well. So this is the remote right here. If I wanted to go green, I can go for green. If I want to go red, I want to go. So the reason I put the lighting on the back, because the walls just by itself, it look little bit boring. So just to have a kind of mood and scene inside my videos, I decided to invest on this light. It wasn't expensive, I believe. I think 80-90 pound was this one. So you just plug in and then it comes with the remote and you can change the lighting. So when you are buying, you have to see how many lights in the terms of, you need to buy LED lights. So if how many lights are inside that particular panel. So the more the lights are inside that particular panel, the light is going to be legit. Is DHgate legit? I have found, and I'm not sure. So DHgate is legit. I mean, it's not that they are not legitimate, but again, I said, I don't know why you want to use DHgate, or you want to use Alibaba.com if you are planning to buy your own inventory and then sell it, then order it and keep in stock, and then provide it to the customer and fulfill by yourself, or you're looking for a drop shipping and stuff like that. So yeah, DHgate is a legitimate website as well. Again, it's based in China. It is very similar to the Alibaba.com, but again, I have to see the websites are legitimate. Like eBay.co.uk is legitimate website, Amazon.co.uk is a legitimate website. But once you go and you're trying to buy something from a particular seller, then the dealing is between the seller and the buyer. So in order to see if the buyer is legitimate, the process that I told you in the beginning, you have to check their feedback, you have to check how long they've been trading on the platform. You have to see how many transactions they have done in the past. So of course they are legitimate seller. I mean, they are legitimate people. That's why the websites are there as well. But it is very difficult for any website to actually kind of maintain the quality when there are many sellers on that particular website. Even for eBay, there are the sellers who are who do the scams to the buyers as well. But again, I said it is up to the buyer to see if that seller is legitimate as well. So that is there as well. you have there. Thanks for responding. Yes, I do have Amazon FBA. Regarding return, I think it's a new update in the return setting, set to any address for the return. I'm not sure, just want to dig into it. So if you look into it, and if you are able to change the address, which is a really good thing if they provide you the option on Amazon FBA as well. And the thing about having a different address than Amazon warehouse is when the product comes back to you, you can repackage it and put it back to your again in your inventory. While the product, when it go back to Amazon, they're not gonna spend time doing that one as well. So this is the good. What product would you recommend, please? So when you ask me what product would I recommend, you have to see each and everything sells on eBay, each and everything sells on Amazon, and I talked about it in last video as well. First of all, you have to see what your personal interest is, what you like doing, what you like selling. And the reason I say that, because if I if you like gaming, for example, then you know a lot about gaming. If you like mobile phone and accessories, you know a lot about mobile phone and accessories. So when you are writing your titles, when you're writing your description, you will know exactly what the buyers are looking for. So you will be able to provide the information that actually matters to the buyers. If you ask me, okay, well, Zen, why don't you sell I don't know, sneakers? The sneakers are very, very hot products. Or why don't you sell the Pokemon cards? Pokemon cards are selling really good. I have to sit back and I have to think, what do I know about that particular items? Either you go ahead and learn about those particular item, and then it will become easy for you what product you will sell in mobile phone and accessories. I like talking about mobile phone. You can ask me any question about mobile phone. I will answer you that. I have a very deep knowledge in the niche that I work on. And then it becomes really easy for me to choose my titles. I know what exactly customers are looking for, what kind of case they buy more. So it's easier for me to write my title. It's easier for me to write my description. So first choose the niche that you want to sell. And then this is the chemistry. And then the next thing is a math. The math you can do once you choose, okay, if this is my niche, I want to sell the products in that. And you have to be passionate about that. The reason you have to be passionate about that, because look, in the beginning, everybody sucks, and it is okay to do that. I mean, everybody starts from zero, which is absolutely fine. But the people who go forward are the people who consistently keep on going and keep on selling. So if you are selling what you like, then you will keep on going. And then next thing is a math. And for the math, there are many softwares that you need to learn. So for example, when you are sourcing a product, then you can use Z Analytics. You can use Terapeak for eBay. When you talk about Amazon, there is a Helium 10 that you can use. So those are all the knowledge that you have to gain to actually source the product. But before you go there, you have to see, okay, what do I like selling? What do I know about? So then stick to that. Don't go for the product because other people are making a lot of money. But you have to sit and think, okay, what do I know about that product? So if you know about that product, and it, when you go to the shop, how many times you meet somebody inside the shop and then you buy from them based on the information they have given you? If the salesman is really knowledgeable about the product which they are selling, buyers are not stupid. Understand that buyers are not stupid. In just one click, they can see what the prices are all over the internet, and there are many platforms. So if they go to a product and you know what you're selling, and then you will be able to take a good pictures of it and see what angles to show to the customer, because you will know what angle matters to the customer and what information matters to the people. Then you will be able to see then you will, even sourcing will become easy for you as well. So for me, the reason the sourcing is so easy at the moment, because I sell mobile phone and accessories, I know a lot about that. And now when the iPhone gonna launch new model, iPhone 12, my supplier will contact me. Okay, Zan, you sell mobile phone and accessories. Are you interested in selling screen protector or cover for iPhone? Let us know so we can ship you that. So do what you like. But the whole concept of doing what we like, we don't really, I mean, I never understood it in the beginning as well. So now I understand that, and I know how it actually helped me not just to increase my sale, and how it actually helping me to source more product on a daily basis. So that's what I say: first decide what you like, and then learn to use the sourcing tools. How do you keep the track of your sale profits? Do you use spreadsheets? So keeping the track of the sales is very easy. Again, I said in the beginning of this video, you got to keep your life simple when you are selling. eBay and Amazon is keeping the track of your sales already. So if you go, you can download your sales history, and you can see what you have actually sold in past 90 days. When you see from there, then what you can do is you can have your own Excel sheet for the stock that you have, and then you can apply the formulas inside the spreadsheet, and then this is the way you can keep an eye on your inventory from there. So DSM tool, hi, this is Kfir from DM tool, the dropshipping software. What is your opinion about eBay dropshipping? My opinion about eBay dropshipping is, I'm not against dropshipping, but I believe dropshipping is not the liable business model. And the reason I say that, but I gotta be honest with you guys. That's the reason I started this channel. I know I can make videos about dropshipping and make it look like, okay, this is something which is really, really easy, and you can get rich overnight, and I'm gonna get a lot of views. But that's not, I'm going to do it. And I gotta be honest with people. You have tools which help about eBay dropshipping software, but the thing about dropshipping at the moment, and you did send the $2 super chat underneath as well, which I really, really appreciate. But again, I said I gotta be honest here. The amount and the time, dropshipping is not copy and paste nowadays as well. The reason it is not copy and paste, because e-commerce is very competitive nowadays. So in order for you to dropship the product, you have to do a lot of research, and then again, you need to know what you are selling. You need to know what customers are buying at the same time. So when you are spending that amount of time looking for the product to drop ship from I don't know, from alibaba.com or whatever website you will choose, then you have the factory. That's one level. Okay, let me take this off so you can see. That's the factory, then the one level, and then you have your drop shipping supplier, and then you are at the next level, and then you are the customer. So from the factory, there are certain levels which the product have to go through, and then it goes to the buyer, which actually inflate the price. Which is okay, you don't mind, you are selling, you don't care about buyers are paying more. So if they are paying more, which is none of your business, I understand that. But the problem here is buyers are not stupid nowadays. They can see what they are buying, and they can also know from where they can buy the cheap products as well. But this is one thing, but what you have to understand, when you are an e-commerce seller, you have to scale your business to a level where people will actually know who you are. You will build the brand on the basis of what you actually sell. So when you are drop shipping, it is very difficult to build a brand, build your own identification, and scale the business to a level where the people will actually buy from you for be who you are. So to do that, you gotta make links directly with the factories if you want to scale your business or you want to take it to a next level. And then there are certain things that we don't really learn when we are doing drop shipping. We don't learn how actually, okay, we do learn how actually sourcing work, because even I said drop shipping is not simple nowadays as well. You gotta do a lot of research, and you need to know how to use the tools, and you need to know what actually sellings, and you need to know your market as well. But again, I said there are other things. Being an e-commerce seller is just not about sourcing as well. So you need to know your market as well. But customers are buying. If I want to sell iPhone covers, I know what kind of covers are selling faster. And then also, when you're drop shipping, you're not making your own personal links with your suppliers. And also what you are missing on, you don't know how the postage work. You're not able to get the business account and invest in those things. So that's why I discourage people to drop shipping. And Musa, I'm live. So I discourage people to do drop shipping, and I say the amount of work that you're going to put in order to see how the drop shipping products work, put that work in somewhere where the people can actually, where you can actually learn something and then scale your business based on what you have learned. Musa, can you close the door, please? And scale your business based on something that you have learned. Close the door. So based on what you have learned, so when you are not drop shipping, you learn how the posting is working, what packing supplies to buy, how to hire the staff for your for your fulfillment. Because if you want to scale the business, you need to work with people. You can't be one man army. You need to rely on people. Nobody can be one man army. You gotta rely on people. You gotta train people. Then if you don't know all the process, it's difficult for you to scale the business. So that's why I always discourage people, don't go for drop shipping, if because drop shipping take a lot of time, and it's not copy and paste job nowadays, and you are better off spending your efforts looking for something where you can learn many other things. For example, I don't know, about the posting, about the sourcing, about your customers, and again, the other side of drop shipping, you have no control over quality. You have no control how long it's going to take for the customer to receive the item. You are chasing dead ends. So when the customer will message you, you need to message your suppliers, and suppliers will message you back, and then things go forward like that. You simply can't build a business. You simply can't build a business based on that. Okay. Where I was in the questions. Oh yeah. So next one, hi, may I ask, what about when you drop ship an item and buyer received the receipt, less value he actually paid? How to deal with that fact? Don't drop ship. That's how you deal with that fact. Hi, is there any tips for the buy box on Amazon FBM? If I'm tagging on the back item, how do I run a campaign of advertising? So are you need to are you running a PPC campaign on advertising at the moment? Because if you want to win buy box, there are many other things that you have to see. How much competition you have in the item that you have listed. So if you tell me how much competition you have in the item, and if you're running a PPC campaign, you can actually rank the product based on PPC as well, which is absolutely fine, because PPC actually grow your organic ranking inside the Amazon as well. But to run the ad campaign just based on buy, when you're gonna get buy box, when the Amazon will actually think your product actually worth buying. To go on that level, you can go through PPC, and that's really depends on how much competition you have in your particular niche, or in the products that you are selling. So you got to give me a little bit more details in order for me to actually suggest you something to rank your product inside the Amazon, so you will have a buy box. So the people who don't know what buy box is, the way buy box work is, if you click on one product on Amazon, there are many other sellers selling that product as well. So if the buyer will click it, buy it now, or buy, it will actually go, the product will be only sold from the seller who have a buy box. And most of the purchases on Amazon happens that way. So it is very important that you have a buy box. So again, you got to give me a little bit more details. I'm very happy to go into details on this topic. Do you still have to run the advertising campaign? So based on only tagging and based on just SEO, it is very difficult to rank unless you have a really good product. So you may have to run PPC campaign, and that again, it depends on how long you've been selling your products for and what your competition in that particular category. So yeah. eBay question, listing is 2 months old and doing well. I want to change few images to update. Does it hurt ranking? So yeah, changing the images does hurt ranking. But if you think your images are better than the images that you were using, I will change it now. So don't delay it. Just change it now. So earlier you change, the better it is going to be for you. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's gonna hurt the ranking because this is a major change. It's not the minor change. Minor change is when you change your quantity. So if you have a 5, you have a more stock coming in, you put the quantity to the 50. This is a minor change, so that's not going to hurt your ranking. But when you're making a major changes in the description or title or in the picture particular, it's gonna hurt your ranking. But the earlier you do it, the better it is for you. So that I can advise for you do it now. Like leave the live stream and do right now, I would say. I mean, I don't mind you don't watch me, because this is something you gotta do. The man gotta do what the man gotta do. So eBay dropshipping with the DSM tool. I don't know about DSM tool because I don't really look about the dropshipping. So DSM tool, if anybody wanna do the dropshipping, look into DSM tool. You got to be more specific and give me something what you have different than other people, then I will be able to talk about it. For the beginner, do you recommend using an agent? Do you mean some kind of virtual assistant to start your business? No, I don't recommend virtual assistant to start your business with, because first of all, you need to know what you are doing. And then when you know what you are doing, then you hire people and then who will help you to improve your business. For fully, if you don't know what you're doing, then you got to know first what you're doing. You can't be fully rely on somebody who will magically come and build the eBay store for you. It can be virtual assistant or it can be anything, even myself. If you don't know about that, then you will be spending a lot of money giving to them and getting their services and getting very little less in a return as well. So you need to know what you are actually doing if you want to be eBay seller or Amazon seller. So in the beginning, I would never hire a virtual assistant. I would learn the information. You can, if you are here, you are looking to learn already. So ask me a specific question. Okay, well, I'm stuck here, then tell me what can I do, and I'm more than happy to help. But no, man, don't hire a virtual assistant just because somebody will tell you, okay, I'm going to build you a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire business. Why they don't go and do it by themselves? So anytime when it is worth for me to hire a virtual assistant, because there is some things that I can't do it. Again, I said I can't be one-man army. So I'd rather hire somebody to take my pictures. I would rather hire someone to do my listing analysis. And also I keep an eye on them, what they are doing actually. So I need to, in order for me to tell them what need to be done, then of course I need to know my things as well. So I would rather learn first and then I will hire some kind of virtual assistant and agent. How many sales do you get on eBay then? Andrew, I told you, man, the personal question again, if somebody follow me based on I send a lot of orders, you better not follow me. You ask me again, if you ask me specifically, I send about 1,000 to 1,200 order per week. So that's hopefully answers your question. But again, I said, man, you asked me many times how much money you make and stuff like that. And I don't think people are going to get some value out of that. They might just going to get jealous and depressed. And that I don't want people to feel that way. And there are many other people who will show you they are making a lot of money and stuff like that. So only the reason, if you want to follow and watch my content, if you think that you are getting some kind of value from it, absolutely. If you get no value, because I don't think you get any value when I tell you I receive 100 orders in a day, you might be a little bit jealous at the moment. So rather than asking these kind of questions, ask the question which will give you some kind of value as well. And this is not the first time you asked me these kind of questions many times before as well. So yeah, I'm sorry you feel that way, but again, this is the truth. And when you are in the business, you got to be mature and ask the mature questions as well. So JJ, hi JJF. Can you scale using Facebook advertising? So if you are talking about, the only platform that I will use the Facebook advertising for, it would be my Shopify store. Because when you have a Shopify store, it is very difficult to bring the people over to Shopify store. Because opening a Shopify store is just like opening a shop in the jungle. There are no people passing by. It is very difficult to bring a traffic over to the Shopify store. So in order for you to bring a traffic to your Shopify store, you need to run Facebook ad, Google's ads, and stuff like that. So that's I will say. go for there. How did you get money to first buy a wholesale? I used to work. I had a job before I saved up my money, and that's how I earned money from the first place. And again, I said my first order wasn't I wasn't investing. I literally had a £500, and that's how I started. But once you are again, I said there is no way on this planet that you can make money for free. If you believe something like that, you're delusional. Honestly, don't get offended. Again, I said I'm a straight person. I gotta be straight person. There is no thing on a planet where you can tell, okay, well, this is free money. I It never worked for me. I mean, I wasted my time, and that's what I talked about beginning. Working hard, working consistently. You need to learn what sells. You need to learn how to use the tool. You need to learn how you can make most out of eBay platform, how you can be better at picture, how you can be better at title, how you can be better at description, and what your customers are looking for. That's the only way to go, man. DSM tool. I totally agree with you. Dropshipping is a great for beginner because uh, they take less risk. They can learn the basic of doing e-commerce in order to grow, to have a other way too. So learning in that particular curve is very less. That's I say, it's the sourcing. You get little bit information about sourcing. I talked about drop shipping in a very detail right there when I talked about, yes, do you learn a little bit about, again, I said the amount of time that you spend looking for the products to drop ship, you are better off learning the other things at the same time. Okay, what packing to use best, what is the cheapest postage that I can use, then rather than going back and forth and then copy and pasting. Again, I said drop shipping is not a copy and paste job nowadays as well. So you got to know the things. Oh, global thrifter in the house. Oh, hey Zan. Hey, global thrifter. Congratulations to you on your 2,000 subscriber. I seen your community post yesterday. If you guys are free, I am doing Q&A right now. I'm more than happy to drop a link for the StreamYard and come hang out with me. Uh, we will answer the question together. People might be able to learn something from you as well. Definitely. I mean, you guys have a lot of experience in the car boots, hunting from a car boot sales and stuff like this. So, which is a complete different something that I do, but this is what the buyers want, and that's what the people are looking to get more information about that relevant products. So if you guys are free, I would love to hang out with you. I can drop the link for I'm live from the StreamYard. As you can see the logo, I have the free one. I'm very cheap, so I got the logo. If you guys are free, I can drop the link for the StreamYard here. Just let me know inside the chat. I can drop inside the chat. Uh, are you selling on eBay from a wholesaler? So I buy my stuff normally from China, and then I list that stuff over to the eBay and Amazon, and that's how I sell. So yeah, I do buy from a wholesaler as well. Do you ever buy the stock of eBay and resell it on eBay? I did that in the beginning. I gotta be honest with you again. So in the beginning, I used to buy the stuff from Chinese suppliers from China, and the reason I used to do that because when a customer from UK buying the stock from China, it's going to take very long for them. It's going to take minimum 10 days, 15 days in order for them to receive the product in UK. So I used to place, let's say, 5 of this item, and then 5 of item A, 5 of item B, wait for them, and then when they arrive in UK, I used to provide faster delivery. And then, of course, there are the buyer who do understand if they buy from China that it is going to be really, really cheap. But if they are buying from UK, it's going to be a little bit expensive because they're going to get the faster delivery, and that's why the Amazon Prime and stuff like that exist nowadays, and that's why they're going really successful. So yeah, you can start that way, but just don't drop ship it like that, because if you are placing the order for somebody and they have to wait 14 days, they can place order themselves and then they can wait 14 days. So I would rather wait 14 days and then have a physical product in hand and then list it on eBay, and then talk about then sell it from there and provide the delivery. There is no such a thing low risk return. So the drop shipping, the lower risk complete beginner, but it's also mean you can scale into some. Yeah, but I honestly have to disagree on that. Again, I said drop shipping is not scalable. eBay or Amazon FBA, both of them, man, both of them. Amazon is a very big market. Again, if you're a new, I will recommend start from eBay, because when you will sell on eBay, there is a less learning curve to it. eBay platform is very simple to understand as compared to understanding the Amazon platform. So if you are someone who is new, then start from eBay and then scale your business to Amazon, and then take it from there. So start from eBay, and of course you want to sell on Amazon. I mean, now I sell more products on Amazon than I sell on eBay, so I can't advise against what I am doing at the moment. So, but I started from eBay because the platform is very easier to learn, and it's just not the platform that you have to learn. There are many other aspects. So, for example, sourcing, for example, knowing your customers, for example, how the postage is going to work, what packing is best for me. So all that stuff, we got to do all that stuff. That's why. I have a product I want to sell FBA, but I do not have the barcode on a product. How do I get the barcode on a product? So there is there is an institution called GS1. So the way GS1 is responsible for all barcoding kind of things. So you gotta go to the GS1 website and then register your product there, and then they will issue a barcode. It's not free if the product doesn't have a barcode. Then they will issue a product and they will generate a barcode for you, and then that barcode you have to put on your products, and then you will be able to list your product on Amazon. So if your product doesn't come with a barcode, then you need to buy the barcode for that particular product. And GS1, G for goat, S for sugar, 1 for 1. So you have to buy, you have to register your product with GS1, and GS1 is responsible for worldwide. They are responsible for registering the EAN numbers, article numbers, and UPC codes and stuff like this when it comes to those barcode kind of things. So go on a GS1, you will be able to buy the barcode from there. If we put 0 as a quantity, does eBay make it out of stock? No. It's a good question. You have to go inside your eBay setting and turn that option on first. So when you turn that option on first, then you will be able to use the option called out of stock. And I would say every buyer should have that. Like, this is something compulsory. You have to go in your Seller Central and then turn that option, and then when you put the quantity as 0, then the eBay will show the item out of stock to you and to the buyer as well. So there is an option inside the eBay where it say show out of stock, something like that. Shows out, you will know when you will see show out of stock when the quantity is 0. So you have to go from there. Adam P, I'm interested in making my first purchase on Alibaba, but I'm not sure which way to tackle. For example, is it best to order a sample first and then place? Yeah, of course. So you have to order a sample and see the product by yourself. Again, I said you have to pay for the sample from your supplier. So yes, see the sample. Before the sample, do all the maths. Go on the product hunting tools and see how other people are selling and how you can sell this product differently than other people, which will provide more value to the customer, because this is the war of value at the end of the day. Who will provide more value to the customer? Not in the terms of price. Being cheap is not the only value that people can get. You can be better at design. You can be better at quality. So first test the product and then see it from there. DSM tool, I send you DM on Instagram. Hope we talk and love to collaborate. I will check that out after I finish. Hi Zan. Hi. Okay, so Sarfraz have another. I have a 4 variation 2-month-old listing which is doing well. Now I want to add 5 more variation. Does it affect the ranking as well? Yes, it does. So this is a major change again. It does affect the ranking. But if you are in 2-month, this listing, this listing is not very old. So again, I said you have a lot of time to rank your product. Again, I will add the 5th variation as soon I can. So yes, it will impact your ranking inside the eBay for time being. But again, the listing is very much new. It's been there on a 2 months. So yes, I will do that. What do you think about buying up pilots of return and sell them on eBay? Yeah, that's a good idea. And there are many websites where you can buy the pilots of return, but it's a risky thing. And running any kind of business or even investing in a new product, so you've done all the math and all the stats and everything tells you this product is going to be really, really good. No product is going to be risk free. So once you are buying a when you're buying the return pilot, of course this is another risk you have to take, but they say bigger the risk the bigger the profit. So yes, if you are looking to buying the pilots and stuff like that, you can do from there. Yes, please do. I don't know what you mean. Are you talking about we had a global thrifter in the house. I don't know if they're still there. If you guys are free, I can drop a link for the StreamYard. Okay, where is okay the next one? I'm starting drop shipping on eBay. I have a problem handling the shipping worldwide. Sometimes the shipping are more expensive than my profit. Should I handle the order anyway? No, don't do drop shipping. That's how I will say. Learn to buy the physical products, and even you have a little bit investment, then start from there, and then build the business based on that something you can scale. So if you go from the back, I talked about if you go start from the start, that's I talked about drop shipping. I'm not against drop shipping, but this is something that I don't encourage people to do. Again, I said you can't build a business based on drop shipping. It's not a reliable business model. I have a difference of opinion right here, but that's how I believe. So when you're buying your supply from China, do you have to pay custom tax also operating as a sole trader? So yes, you have to pay custom tax as well. So there are the custom tariffs, and the information can be found on HMN Revenue website. You have to go there and see how that what it depends on what kind of products you are buying. So HMRC have actually listed all the products category wise, and they tell you how much custom tax will be applied depending on what kind of items you have bought. So if you have bought, let's say, mobile phone and accessories, you might have more custom tax. Clothing have less. So all the list is available on the HMRC website, and it is there. Even you're operating as a sole trader, custom tariffs applied on you, and also import VAT. Also, you don't have to be VAT registered just to it doesn't import VAT, and the VAT that you charge your customer when your sale is over £85,000. These are two different things. So look at the HMRC website. You will be able to get in a lot of information. I'm based in Greece. I'm planning to sell through eBay to EU countries. Greece doesn't support the eBay platform. What do you think you must consider when you're selling from a country with no eBay platform? So what I will do, again, I said there are particular products that you can only find in a Greece, and these are like a Greece specialty. So I will go on eBay Spain website. I will go on ebay.uk. I will go on ebay.com, and then you will you will actually say you post the products from Greece. So if the product is unique and can be only bought from the unique, trust me, people will buy from you. So sell something which is very special to the Greece, which cannot be found outside the Greece, and that's how you can actually start doing a business rather than looking into eBay dropshipping and wasting the time there. Again, I said it can work for you, not work for you, but in the longer term, it's not a good business model. Can you answer why the product is not selling on eBay? Listed 3 weeks ago. Few people viewed but didn't buy. It's a new product. So few people view. When you say few, how many people viewed? So if 3 weeks ago, if your views are less than 100 in 3 weeks, then I will see how my titles are, because the titles are something which will bring the traffic to the customer as well. So if the people are looking for that product and you are not using the right keywords inside the title, so that's why your listing impressions and your views are actually less at the moment. If it's less than 100, you need to change your titles. You need to change your pictures so that people will actually click on it, because you need to bring the people inside your listing first. And to bring the people inside your listing, you need to work on your titles. So that's what I will say. Another thing that I think you already asked me that question: can we sponsor the new product? Do we you need selling history before? So yeah, I will sponsor the product. I will sponsor the product, and if my product is not getting a lot of views, and the listing is there for a month and your titles are okay, then I will actually apply and sponsor the product from my from the eBay. I will apply the sponsorships on eBay. So yeah, look into that. And if the product is, again, I said before you apply the sponsor, you have to have the data to see how much ad rate you need to apply. So if it's been there for 3 weeks and the views are less than 100, it's bad views. If your titles, you think your titles are okay, and the keywords that you are using inside your titles are actually relevant keyword and they are trending somewhat in a good amount, then the sponsorships is only the way. You need to sponsor your product. Is dropshipping from AliExpress to eBay UK is risky? Again, I said no business model is risk-free, first of all. And also, if you're drop shipping from AliExpress to eBay UK, it's not the business model that you will be able to scale on it. So I will rather do little bit investment and start selling the physical product, hold them in a stock, and then sell it to the customer. And then I will be able to learn many things that I can learn. Yeah. So next. If you sell internationally, who pay for the custom charges? You pay for the custom charges. So the okay. If you're buying internationally, I thought you were talking about buying internationally. So actually, buyers are responsible for the custom charges. But what most of the seller do, because there is a custom free allowance. If you send the item as a gift, I think, and the value is less than £33, then there is no custom on it. So if it's going as a gift, so that comes as a custom free. So I will say you was talking both ways. So when you were buying it, then again, I talked about you have to look at what tariff will apply to you. But when you were selling internationally, eBay says buyer is responsible for paying custom duties and everything, but when the buyer have to pay for the custom duties and the price goes really, really up, then the buyer don't even pick up the product from the customs. That's what happened. And then the buyer actually open item not received case and eBay refunds them. So when you're doing a custom declaration, you have to there is an allowance for every particular country that you have to see. So I'm not sure for I think for UK, if you're buying something from outside, you can have an item as a gift if the value is under £33, but that there is no custom on that one. So yeah, look into buying the product. Look into the custom tariffs from there. You was talking both ways. Yes, you was talking both ways. That's what I meant as well. How do I take care of custom tax so your buyer doesn't pay? Would I list it higher? So when you're selling the products internationally, first of all, you have to see if the product is worth selling international. I have a video about that as well, where you can actually see if the product is worth selling internationally. So if your product is worth selling internationally, then I would actually put the price higher so I can cover my custom inside there as well. When you're doing all your custom declaration, then it's actually the buyer who is responsible for that. But what I will do, if you want to sell the product internationally on eBay and you don't want to worry about customs and you don't want to worry about international postage, then I will look into selling on eBay global shipping program. So the way global shipping program work, you enable the option on your listing that you want to be part of global shipping program as well. So when you are on a global shipping program, what you do there is when you are on a global shipping program, you just list the item and send it to eBay fulfillment center, and then eBay actually take care of all the custom and international postage and everything. So on global shipping program, if you're looking to sell internationally and you don't want to go through headache on the customs and everything and stuff like that, So yeah, look into global shipping program. I'm quickly just gonna go to my Instagram. Yeah, this, let's pick up this question right here. I'm just picking up the question from Instagram just to see if something comes from there. JJF, thank you. You're welcome, man. Can I get more feedback? That was the Instagram came. That was a DM came on Instagram. So the way to get more feedback, there are many things that you can do, and I think everybody should be doing it. Okay, so first of all, when you're leaving the feedback for your buyer, leave a meaningful feedback for them. Don't just use the automatic feedback. If you can't, if in the beginning, again, I said if somebody is looking to improve their feedback, it's mean they don't get a lot of feedback. It's mean they don't get a lot of sales. So you can get more the ratio to sales to feedback is 5%. So 100 people who will buy from you, only 5 of them will actually leave a feedback, and that's the truth. You can encourage more people to leave a feedback, and the way you can do it is by leaving a meaningful feedback to your buyers at the first place. So when you leave a meaningful feedback for them, just you can mention their eBay username, then you have this personalized touch with them, so they will leave the feedback in return. Again, when you're sending a message to the buyer, you can go to your eBay settings. Inside your message settings, you can actually go there and see what kind of when you go inside the message settings, you can set your custom signature. Inside the custom signature, you can write something like thank you so much for buying from us, can you please leave a feedback? So every time when the buyer will buy something from you and they message you to ask you something, when you're replying them, all the time in your signature, you are reminding them to leave a feedback. So that's the second way to get more feedback. First one I told you, leave a meaningful feedback for the people. Then the second thing is also leave this, remind them inside the signature. So go in a message setting and then write something like, thank you so much for buying from me, can you leave a feedback? And the third thing that you can do, reply to existing feedback that you have already. So when the buyer will see, and don't just reply like, okay, thank you so much for leaving feedback. And then again, if you're replying to the feedback, that has to be meaningful as well. So leave some kind of meaningful feedback for the people who actually leave you the feedback, which will encourage more people to leave you the feedback like that as well. So again, there are many other things that you can do to get more feedback. Like on my store, I get most of the feedback, people talking about how I am able to provide the faster delivery service to them. So you can improve your packing. If your packing look different and unique from other people, that can be the reason buyer will come. You need to give them some kind of reason to actually leave a feedback. So if I need to tell people to leave me some kind of questions inside the chat, then I need to give them something to actually ask me. I can tell them, okay, if you want to have your question answered, leave the question inside the chat, and I will more than happy to answer your question. So you got to give them some kind of reason to actually comment underneath as well. So the next one, someone told me I can't sponsor the brand new product on eBay, need to have a sale history, I will qualify for the sponsor. I talked about it. If you're talking about someone like me, I don't know, I talked about it, and the reason I talked about it, if you have a brand new product, what you have to do, because we don't have much stats, we don't have much information, so we can work on that and apply the sponsored ads on the eBay listing. And the reason I'm talking about, we don't know how many people are viewing the product. If there are a lot of views on the product, then why the people are not buying that product, all that information can be found inside the eBay Seller Central. So if you're not getting a lot of views and your listing title and pictures, everything look good, then I will apply the ads. And the reason I say don't apply on the brand new listing, because we have no information whatsoever how the customers are coming on your listing and how they are reacting to it. So If I can get the information, and then I will say wait for a month before you apply some kind of ads, because we need to get the information from eBay Seller Central in order for us to actually know, is it worth sponsoring the listing or not. I have a complete video about that, by the way. I talked about when you should consider sponsoring your ad, and the title is how much ad rate shall I apply. And I talked about it, like what kind of things to look for, and when you're applying the ad, how much ad rate should you choose. I talked about that right there as well. Sorry, I'm little unclear if I want to take care of customs myself, so the customer don't have to pay. I have to full. So anytime when you're selling, again, I said if you don't want to go through that hassle, filling up international forms and then looking for international postage and all that kind of stuff, then just simply look into eBay Global Shipping Program. I have a video about eBay Global Shipping Program, the way it works. eBay have a fulfillment center, so when international customer will buy from you, you don't post it internationally, you post it to eBay fulfillment center, and eBay will fill out all the declaration forms and apply the postage and everything, and then they will charge the buyer for the custom, and then they will ship the item to the customers. You can sponsor your product without the sale history. I can do all the time. Yes, so you can. Sarfaraz, again, I said, because we don't have the information for like it shall I apply or not. So yes, you can on the brand new items, but is it worth applying or not worth applying? Your product might do good without applying the sponsors. So just applying the sponsors, you are actually reducing your profits. So that's why it is very it is advisable. I would say wait for a month at least to get a lot of information from eBay. Then can you clarify? Oh, sorry, I miss this one. How do I put the international shipping price if we are new to EU countries and we won't be charged more than a profit? So there are inside the eBay, there is an option where you can actually make an international rate table, I think it calls. So for every particular country, depending on how much Royal Mail or any other services that you are using are charging you, you can adjust the price there and then select that table inside the listing. So if the buyer is buying from Greece, for example, buying from Spain, then they will see different prices depending on their country. So when you are listing the item, when you are inside your eBay Seller Central where you're listing the item, when you go to international shipping, there's an option called same flat cost to all buyers. If you choose that option, you can just put, I don't know, £10. So everybody who is buying from, I don't know, Spain or France or wherever they're buying from, everybody have to pay £10. But if you're posting the products to, let's say, Pakistan, then it's going to be expensive for you to post to Pakistan as compared to posting to Europe, in Germany or France. So inside the table, you can set the prices for different countries. You can do that inside your Seller Central. Then can you clarify that if I buy the branded products from a wholesaler, am I allowed to list on Amazon? No, you are not allowed to list on Amazon. So if you're authorized to sell that product and you have some kind of authorization from that brand that you can actually sell that product, you can actually go in Amazon and you can provide them that information that you are authorized seller, and you will be able to list those products. But for example, if the product is not, I mean, there is no for Amazon to actually check if the product is real or not unless you provide them an authorization letter. So if you want to, let's say, sell the Nike shoes, then you have to be authorized by Nike to sell the Nike shoes, So that's how it works. So every brand have a different terms and condition when it comes to copyright. So you have to go and see what that particular brand copyrights are, and then you can work accordingly if you need a permission to sell that, or if there are some kind of standards minimum that you have to maintain to use that brand logo. So you have to see their copyright terms and condition to say Amazon won't allow you to sell that unless you give them some kind of clarification or reason or some kind of authorization letter. Do we always need a tracking number? I don't know. What do you mean by that? So if you're talking about item not received case and you want a response to your item not received case, if you don't have a tracking number, of course you're going to lose your case. Do we always need to send the item with the tracking number? If that's the question, then no. The simple answer is no. The reason I can tell you, you need to know who to send the item with the tracking number and who you can risk sending the item without the tracking number. So when you receive the order, what you can do is go through Seller Central before you generate the label for all the orders. Inside the Seller Central, if you're selling on eBay from a long time, you will know. I can give you an example. If somebody with the less feedback and somebody with a new account have bought something from me which is really expensive, that's raise a red flag. I can't risk sending them the item without tracking number. But if somebody on the eBay been on a platform for 10-15 years and they buy the item on a regular basis, and then you can go in their account and see if they are leaving a good feedback from other seller which they have bought from, then those are legitimate seller. Then it is okay for you to risk, because anytime when you buy the postage with the tracking number, you're going to reduce your profit margin. So for me, whenever I go, and not now because I have a business account, so I send each and every item with the tracking number. But anytime when I go, I see inside the Seller Central and then check who to send non-trackable. Is it okay? Because if they have less feedback, they are a new on account, they bought the expensive item. And then the other thing, for example, I can, there are some buyers who will actually not really write their clear name. So your name is, let me pronounce. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, don't get angry on me. Himas Mahfouz, I think so. Mauf. Sorry, I'm really sorry, man. Kimas. Okay, so if you write like KM, that raised me a red flag. Well, why he have a like first and last name? Why this person is not actually using their real name? So this raised me a red flag as well. I will say, well, for this particular buyer, I need to send the item with the tracking number. So it's very easy. Even you get a lot of orders in a day, it doesn't take a lot of time to actually spot the bad sellers. You just have to scroll one and see, okay, who have a less feedback, what kind of item they are buying, if the item is expensive. It literally take 5 minutes, even if you have 100, 200 orders. Like you scroll down one and you will see. Artwood, hi Zen, hi Artwood. Thank you. You're welcome, man. Okay, let me pick up the question from. Let's take this one right here. I'm trying to look into my Instagram and see the question from there, which I have an answer. So this one was, how much profit margin would you work on? So it's a good question. How much profit margin shall you keep in that one particular item? Sometimes you have a choice. Sometimes you don't have a choice. So if you have a choice, I will keep the maximum profit margin I can, but there has to be minimum standards for that as well. It depends on if I'm selling a lot of quantity for that particular item. Even if I'm making £1, it's okay for me. If I'm getting 50, 60 orders for that particular listing, I'm making £60. But also, when you're a business, you don't actually look the profit margin in one particular product. You have to calculate the whole business profit, and not for one day. I would say for 1 month, for whole store, for every product. So when you're sourcing a product, you have to see if the product is selling really fast. I will happily work on less profit margin as well. £1 more than enough for me. So if the orders, even I'm getting 20, 30 orders in a day, making 20, 30 pound. And don't underestimate 20, 30 pound from only one product, because that 20, 30 pound per month is making 900 pound. So 900 pound is a lot of people earn that kind of money in a month. So it really depends on how much profit margin you have, how much sales you are going to get from that particular item. So that's why it's very important to see what is the selling velocity. You can only predict. Well, once you have experience, your predictions somewhat are close to reality. So, but sale velocity you are predicting from when you're researching that particular item. So if it's a 20, 30, 50 orders in a day from one particular listing, £1 profit margin is fine. Another day, the Andrew Smith was inside the house. I got a little bit angry on him. I think he asked me personalized question always, so that's why. Um, he was asking me because a lot of people don't have the mobile phone brands like Xiaomi, Redmi, Oppo. We have those brand inside India and Pakistan. So is it worth selling the covers for them in the UK? So I said yes. The reason for that, there are not many sellers selling, but there are buyers inside the UK as well who do buy. So ones who will buy don't have a lot of option. So even the product is going to be really slow, but you're going to have a lot of profit margin. So that's why I recommend looking at your sales velocity and figure out for yourself what profit margin you're happy to work on. Why do we have to send a shipping label for the item no return to the buyer when they open the return case that not as described? So even if you offer that return is not accepted, this means the returns are not accepted mean when the buyer choose the option they don't need the item any longer or they have changed their mind. But eBay money back guarantee, which is 30 days money back guarantee, applies to each and every orders. It is written inside the eBay terms and condition and even in the return terms and condition as well. Anytime when the buyer will say, okay, item is not as described, then the eBay money back guarantee kicks in. And this is not something designed by eBay. It is something that is there from Trading Standard UK. So anytime when you buy something online, buyer have 14 days to change their mind. If they are a business seller, they just have to pay for postage. But if the item is not as described, then they have a 30 days to return that item. It's a law. I mean, eBay have to follow that as well. So even you select the option return not accepted, it doesn't make any difference because eBay money back guarantee is there for the private seller and it is there for the business seller as well. So by just clicking return not accepted, it doesn't mean the item is not as, if the item is going to be not as described or it will arrive damaged, then you just have to send it off. No. So eBay money back guarantee comes in, and when the buyer will claim item is not as described, it arrived damaged, it's missing parts and pieces and stuff like that, then you have to provide the shipping label, and it's simply the law, I will say. Okay, Artwood, did you try to sell some niche product with more profit on it? I sell mobile phone and accessories, and there are some products which have a very less profit margin. I mean, mobile phone accessories niche is very competitive. But on the second-hand mobile phone that we buy from lots and auctions, sometime if the deal is good, depending on how much we buy it for, yes, there are some phones that we even make 30, 40 pound online as well. So I always say you don't make money when you sell the product. You actually make and save money when you buy the product. So making a purchasing decision and deciding how much you have to pay, this is where you're actually going to make a profit. May I ask, in how many years do you think e-commerce will be considered completely saturated for new seller? Never ever. Okay, which do you think is the route to e-commerce in next 20, 30 years? So I have a very when I sit with other people and when I decided to be full-time e-commerce seller, I had a very controversial opinion, and I said that I said from 20 years from now, high street shop will exist at their minimum level. So there will be clothing shops, very little bit, food shops, very little. And look, people go out for not just for the shopping, people go out to do some activity at the same time as well. So that's why, I mean, we can see the trending is actually moving there. Why this market is not going to be saturated? Because simply there are not many sellers as many buyers as well. So there is always opportunity. They say what there is a quotation. I mean, it might be relevant here. They say, "What is best time to plant a tree?" They said, it is. They say it is right now. Like it's never too late to start an e-commerce business, and I don't think so this market is going to be saturated. No market is going to be saturated. It all depends on how you actually provide a value to the people. It's the game of value. Whoever will going to provide more value, it's going to win. It's simple as that. Again, I said you can provide a value by being cheap. That's the one way. Also, you can provide a value by providing more quantity than other, sorry, providing more quality than other people. You can be better at the qualities, you can be better at your services. But this market is not going to be saturated. I don't think so e-commerce is ever going to be saturated, or for the sake any business is not going to be saturated. Sarfaraz sent £2.99. Thank you so much for the super chat, Sarfaraz. Thank you so much. And oh, sorry, I actually forgot to mention the last week, the PayPal contribution as well here. Thanks to Abdul Munim for PayPal generous contribution to support the channel this week. Thank you so much, sir, for us as well. This really keeps me going, and I spend that money to buy the equipment that I use for the YouTube. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Hello, Zen. Are you allowed to have two business accounts on eBay and Amazon? And what if one of your account gets suspended? Does the other one get suspended too? Yes. So you are allowed to have two different accounts on eBay. eBay, in their terms and condition, it is mentioned. For Amazon, for their terms and condition, you are allowed to have more than one account for selling. And it can be simply based on you are selling completely different products. So if you're selling this example, I don't know, I don't know any different example in my mind. So if you're selling, let's say, adult toys, so you don't want to mix them up with something other than that you were selling, then it's absolutely way to go to have two accounts. You know what I mean? And yes, the risk is there when you have more than one account. When one gets suspended, there is a chance that the other one is at risk as well. But it is not against eBay terms and condition to have more than one account. I have more than one accounts as well. I mean, on eBay and Amazon, both of them, I have more than one account as well. But I'm very, very careful. The way I'm very, very careful is when I go outside, I don't use a public Wi-Fi. Somebody might been there, who already been suspended on eBay and have connected to the same Wi-Fi, and the eBay might think these two people are linked. They track your IP address as well. So when somebody comes to my house, I tell them, if you are blacklisted on eBay, don't connect to my Wi-Fi. So yeah, so you have to be really, really careful when you are using more than one account. And again, you're allowed, but you gotta be more careful. When one is gone, there is a chance other one will be gone as well. Adam, when buying a product with many variation, for example, mobile phone case, how you decide how many to buy of each color and each model? Okay, so that is something that you actually have to do the market study for yourself. So again, if you are mobile phone cases, when you go to your software which you are using to source your item, it will actually tell you which color is doing better than other colors. So if I give you an example, people, if you talk about, let's talk about iPhone 7, people buy the color with the plain black and the clear case. These two cases they sells a lot. So if I am ordering the iPhone 7 cases, then I can go on eBay, eBay Terapeak, or I can go to Zeek Analytics, or if I have a plan to sell on Amazon, I can go on Helium 10. I can see there what particular variation is doing better than other variation, and then I can decide how much to actually order and how much quantity to order from there. So this is something that you have to look inside your product research tool, and that's why people use product research tool when they are sourcing the item to do the math. This is to do the math. And if the math and chemistry that I talk about is not just about the math, it's about the chemistry at the same time. The math that you learn from the tools and everything, and the chemistry is something that you have to like what you're doing at the same time. So if these two things are working parallelly, you enjoy what you're doing, you enjoy doing a math at the same time, it's easier for you to source the item. That's, I mean, my last video was about that as well. So yeah, that one was there. Let's pick some question from Insta while we wait for if somebody else have another question. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do subscribe to my channel. And also, thank you so much for hanging here today. And if you gives a thumbs up to this video, that would be really, really great. Okay, so next question came on Instagram, how to fix slow sales. So fixing slow sales. To fix anything in the world, fix anything in the world, we have to understand why this thing is actually slow. Why my sale is slow at the moment. So I give you an example. I go into detail here. First of all, this is I call listing assessment. So you have to do listing assessment. I do for my items once in a month or once in 2 months, depending on my laziness. If I'm feeling lazy or if I'm feeling a little bit active, I done about 70. I only do 7 p.m. Live on Sunday here, but on my Facebook page, I am just, whenever I'm sitting in front of computer, I just click on live because I don't want to put a lot of long live streams, videos on my channel right here. So on YouTube right here, I only do Sunday 7 p.m. That's my fixed time. Everybody who watch me knows that. But what you might don't know on the Facebook, on my page, whenever I'm sitting in front of a computer, which I spend unhealthy amount of time in front of the computer, I am live there as well. So how to fix a slow sale is when you listed the item, first of all, you have to see, in order for you to collect a lot of information from a particular listing, wait for a month at least, because it takes time for listing to become stable. What you can do is you go inside your Seller Central and then see how many views you are getting. So check your views first. If you are getting a lot of views and you're not getting a lot of sales, either your price is too high or your pictures are bad. So if your views are okay, it means your search engine optimization, buyers are able to find your item, but just simply they don't like the price or they simply just don't like your pictures. But people buy pictures, people don't buy products. So keep in mind, having the good pictures is very important because people will look at the pictures and make a decision. I would say 90% of the people don't even read description on eBay. So they make a purchasing decision based on what they see inside the pictures. So in that case, if you're getting a lot of views, work on your pictures. Your pictures are bad. That's the way to fix the slow sale. If you're not getting a lot of views, before I apply sponsor on my listing, I don't know if the Sarfaraz or somebody else was asking about the sponsor. So if before I apply the sponsor and cut a lot of my profit margin, what I have to do is I have to see if I can fix that thing by improving a better keywords inside the title. So you can describe one thing in many different ways as well. Like if it's iPhone cable, I can say iPhone cable, iPhone charger, iPhone sync cable, iPhone lead. So for that, I have to change little bit keywords and see if that keyword will work better for me and wait another 7 days or something like that. If that doesn't help, then apply the sponsorship a little bit in the beginning, and when the sale is becoming consistent, because when you have like 20, 50 items sold on one listing already, then a lot of buyer will say, okay, well, this person already have sold 20, already have sold 50, this product people are buying. So we are like kind of, human being is like a goat, like a sheep. I'm a sheep. So, but when we are crossing the road, we don't really see if the cars are coming on the side. We will see what the sheep in front of us is doing. So this is like kind of comes the sheep philosophy at that time. When you're selling 30, 50 items, if you have sold already, other people will just get impressed and say, okay, well, this product is, people are buying this product, I need to jump on this one as well. So then you can just simply take off the sponsorship as well. So that's the way to do it. Bilal name, how to do Amazon FBA, what benefits? So Amazon FBA is a very good business model, and the way, if you want to start Amazon FBA, if you don't know, Amazon FBA is, you sell the products on Amazon. So rather than you post the item by yourself, all the item you send it to Amazon fulfillment center. You buy, let's say, 100, 200 items, 500 items from China or from UK or wherever you're sourcing your items from, and then send all the items to Amazon fulfillment center. You list that item over to Amazon, and then anytime when the buyer will actually place the order, the Amazon will ship that item for you, take a payment from the buyer, and then they will send it to your account. So you are actually just spend time sourcing the product and adding the listing inside your Amazon when you are selling on Amazon FBA. But the other thing you have to keep in mind, Amazon have a lot of learning curve. So if you want to be Amazon FBA sellers, it requires it requires investment. So you have to first invest the money. Uh, minimum you have to risk 2 to 3 thousand pound depending on what product you are selling. So even if it's £1,000, and even for £500, first you get as much information, gain the information. Look, the leverage that we have nowadays, literally, the reason I don't sell courses and anything and stuff like that, and I don't really ask people to sign up, or I don't even have a course, I don't sell those kind of things, because I believe 99% information that we need to learn about any platform like eBay, Amazon, or Amazon FBA, or even YouTube, or any way we want to make money online, it is available free on the internet. We just need to learn how to look for that information. So the reason I don't sell a course, because how would I justify to tell something which I probably already have told for free inside my video, and I will charge money? Yeah, the only justification that I have in mind that the courses are more organized. So you get all the information at one place. So you don't really have to go and look for, but they are expensive again at the end of the day. And the people who are charging, it is justified somehow, because they have spent a lot of time learning those things and then making a relevant content about it, and then organizing that content about it as well. So I would say watch YouTube videos. If you got a time, spare time, just watch some YouTube videos how to sell on Amazon. And even my channel, I don't just talk about eBay, I also talk about Amazon at the same time. I have a playlist for each and every topic that I discuss. I even talk about YouTube, like how you can make money from a YouTube by making videos, like I do it here. So again, I said, a lot of now the leverage that I have, or we all have, over to the people who started selling on Amazon, they had to learn everything by themselves, by experience and taking the risk. But now when I'm talking in my videos, I'm trying to combine 8 years from 8 years experience of mine and tell you what worked for me, and what you can only follow that and skip the rest which don't work. And this is very powerful. The mobile phone that you have in your hand and all this YouTube and Google thing, it is very powerful. And we just gotta make most out of it. If it's not just for Instagram. Okay, sorry. Missed the question right there. Is it more logical to put the yes on a return when the buyer pay when the compared to no return have to pay for the shipping for any return item? Of course, yeah. So it's not going to make any difference. So psychologically, when the buyer will see, okay, well, this buyer is not accepting return, like, oh, a lot of people, they don't know you can always return the item on Amazon if the item is not as described. But psychologically, I even offer free returns as well. I say, okay, free to buy, free to send it back as well, because I know when the buyer wanna send it back, I have to provide them a return label anyway. So when you choose the option to send back the free return, psychologically, what it telling people that the item is really good and buyer seller is very confident about it. uh, I always give an example when the people ask me this question. I said, before I became a full-time seller on eBay and I had a mobile phone store. So inside my mobile phone store, what I done different than other people is that my return policy was, it was written there, I happily, that was the word I still remember. I happily accept the return and I happily will refund the item that you buy from me. And you know what happened in the return? I used to get less return than other people. And that's the same thing when the buyer have this option, not just it increase your sale as well, the buyers are less likely to return the item. And what you guys think about it? I mean, does that make sense? Let me know inside the chat. So when you tell people it's okay, you can send it back if there is something wrong with it, then psychologically they are not looking for something to find out so they can send it back. If you tell people, no, I'm not going to accept it, which is not going to work anyway with eBay, because you have to accept it when you are a private or a business seller when the item is not as described. So then marking return not accepted, you actually hurting your sale and you're hurting your kind of seller reputation at the same time, because it's not going to make any difference. So I would just say return accepted. And any return, I'd say 99% the return that I receive on eBay would be for item not as described or item arrived damaged or stuff like that. It's very unlikely when the people actually buy and they change their mind. So if I offer free return, it says on the listing this seller offer free return, and in only that case I have if my option for free return is not checked, then the buyer have to pay if they change their mind to send the item back to me if I don't offer free return. So by enabling the option for free return, even the buyer will change their mind, I do have to provide them a shipping label because I offer the free return as well. So just as I said, just for 1%, and there is a huge psychological effect on that, I would just check in my option that I do accept the return on eBay as well. So yeah, it make more sense just to say yes, because by saying no wouldn't make any difference. So next one we have in the house is, trying to change my voice a little bit. We have Maz Hussain. Ding, 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 ding. Maz. The comment is not coming inside the. Oh yeah, it came here now. Okay, so would you recommend on Amazon seller shipping or using Amazon FBA? Seller shipping in the beginning. I recommend you what I did. So your circumstances might be different. I don't know. You might be a rich man. You can risk investing a lot of money in the beginning. So let me tell you, when you're selling on eBay, you are fulfilling. Now I outsource my fulfillment as well, but in the beginning I used to fulfill all the orders that I used to receive. So I could list the same product over to Amazon and I can see the reaction from the people. And I used to do fulfillment all by myself. But when I knew this product is doing really good, like for example, if I'm receiving 100 orders in a day for one product and I'm only making 50p, I'm spending a lot of time packing, I'm spending a lot of time, I need more people to help me, I need more staff to train how to pack the item and everything, then if you reach at that level, rather than you train the people and then after 1 week they decide, well, I don't like this job, and then the next person will come and you have to train them from all over again, I will choose Amazon FBA, and I will try to take as much load off from by myself, so I can spend time more resourcing and looking for more items to sell. Because if somebody have 200 items and if somebody have, let's say, 50 items, the, again, the person with 200 items theoretically making more money because they have 200 items working for them, and the person with 50 listing will be making less money. So when you reach at that stage, then you have to think, okay, well, I need to outsource my fulfillment, which I did. I said, okay, well, now all the fulfillment, I'm going to outsource it. I will move from Amazon FBM to FBA so I can spend more time researching and trying to launch more product, which 193 now, and on Monday we're launching 2 more products, so 195 now. So yeah, in the beginning, start with FBM, do the seller shipping, and then move to FBA. And then again, that depends on your circumstances. If you happily want to, because some people have a physical shops as well, and if they have a physical shop and they're selling same thing, then it makes sense for them to use the existing staff to online, so make most out of the people what you have already. So if you have a physical shop, then might be FBA is not a good option for you, then you're better off sticking to FBM. But if you have to hire people and train them and take a warehouse storage and all that kind of stuff, you're better off just using FBA. If I don't use FBA, I buy the product from wholesale and put them on Amazon and post it myself to the buyer. Is that better than FBA or not? Which one is better for new starter? FBM is better for new starter. When you're new to the platform, there are a lot of things that you have to learn about that platform. So by fulfilling all the order by yourself, you have an opportunity to learn a lot about the platform by spending less money and by gaining more knowledge. So if you are doing the fulfillment by yourself, I mean, if you're doing FBA, for example, you're not going to just send one product to FBA to Amazon warehouse and tell them to fulfill it for you. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. So if you even going to start with the minimum quantity, you're going to do 100 and 150. You're taking a lot of risk there, where you don't know much about platform. You don't know how to use Helium 10. You don't know how to use these product researching, hunting softwares and everything. You don't know your niche properly. You don't know the market. It's a bigger risk. There is always risk, but you can minimize the risk. But if there is a bigger risk, then start with FBM, send the orders by yourself, and then if you can think, now you can scale it. Do you trust online selling machines in the web which provide the learning how to do Amazon FBA? It may cost up to 2,000 to 4,000, and they claim they are trustworthy in relation to competitors. Online selling machine in the web which provide learning how to do an Amazon FBA. It may cost 2,000 to 4,000. I don't understand the question, but I think you were asking, is there some kind of machine who will help you what sells on Amazon and what sell faster on Amazon, and they cost 2,000 to 4,000, but they are trustworthy in relation to competitor? Is that what you mean? Is like some kind of machine which can help you? Is that what you mean? Then I don't know, the people who are making the machine, why don't they just go on Amazon and sell the products by themselves rather than selling the machine if the machine is that good? Is that answer your question? I don't know. I don't know why the people who make the machine don't really go ahead on Amazon and sell the product with the help of machines which they have. If you're talking about, there are something like in the eBay, there are the listing that can be sponsored, but we need to learn how to sponsor the listing and how much percentage to apply. When you're Amazon, we have to run like a PPC campaigns, and about the PPC campaigns, to run that automatic PPC campaigns, there are many softwares which can help you to run those automation to automate that process. And for the product hunting, there are many tools, but there is no like one single software which can do everything for you. Like me, I'm not one single person who can actually provide all the information to you. That's why, I mean, now I'm gonna go back. I try my best, because all my friends on the YouTube, in my niche, always talk me, then don't be hard on the people who sell courses. And the biggest thing I would say, I can't be only one person who can give you all the information. I'm not a superhuman. I'm not perfect. There is the information that can be wrong from me. There is the information that might not work for you. So you look and pick and choose pieces of information for many people, and then apply that to your business and see what works for you. So again, I said there can't be only one single course which can cover each and everything for you. So if you were planning to spend 2,000, 4,000 thing on a machine or a course which can do everything for you, then it can't be. I mean, it's realistically, it's not possible to do that. So again, I given you an example, like even I can't be one person, or no course, one single course can cover each and everything. You have an option to choose and pick and choose from many different YouTubers or many different Google articles and stuff like this, and pick and choose what information works best for you. So yeah, that I would say. The next one, Adam P in the house. Adam P, what advice do you have for someone who want to expand and move from a room in the home to a place of work? For example, renting a commercial property and a storage unit. What advice do you have for someone who want to expand and move from the home in the house to? Okay, so look, again, I said it do depend on your personal circumstances, but when I will do, sometime we are afraid to expand. I will talk in that terms, because it depends on your own personal circumstances. Short answer is that, but the long answer will be sometime we are too afraid to expand and too afraid to take a risk, and which is not good. And why leaving from your home and renting a commercial property or storage unit can work better for you? Because once you are paying rent, you have this responsibility and you have this reason to do more. You have that motivation factor behind you. No, I have a bigger space. It makes you feel bigger. You know what I mean? It makes you feel bigger, and then you can actually do more than we as a human being can. We can do a lot more stuff than we think we can. I honestly believe that, so I'm trying to look for a post that I shared on other day. I don't know, am I being like a motivational speaker at the same time? Yeah, let me know in the comments. I don't think myself as a motivational speaker, but I will happily give an example if it comes and relevant to the subject that we are talking about. So psychologically, when we buy the space, when we rent a space, and we feel like we have expanded and we feel obliged to do more stuff, and that really motivate us. So when we are inside the room, and again I said, and I struggle with this many times as well, when you have a place to go and work from there, then you have your work life and your home life separate from each other. So you feel, at the moment, now because of whatever is going on, I'm working from home anyway. I'm not really going inside I have a storage where we have a small office on the side, so I do most of my stuff from there. So nowadays, from past many days, I'm in the house. So when you are going and doing stuff from a storage unit and stuff like that, it kind of gives you motivation to get out from I don't know, your what they call it, comfort zone. It makes you get out from your comfort zone, and then helps you and motivates you to do more stuff. And then we actually challenge ourselves more than we are doing at the moment. So in that terms, if you can and your circumstances allows you to do that, then definitely, man, it's the way to go. I wouldn't even wait like 1 minute. I will just go and take the storage tomorrow. Because, uh, okay, now let's put it this way. Uh, why the people who have a business or they are entrepreneur have a more motivation to do the exercise and have more motivation to take care of their health? So for example, if I'm going to gym and I have a personal trainer, I know this will help me to stay a little bit sharp, and I can be more active in my business and I can make more money out of my business. So that's why having a personal trainer will be good for me. But on the other side of it, when you have a job, then you say, okay, well, I have a personal trainer, or I don't have a personal trainer, I'm going to make the same thing anyway. So again, I said by having the storage, it does motivate you a lot. So psychologically, it is a good thing. Go for it. I mean, straight away, go tomorrow. So next one is my sister in the house. Thanks, bro, for helping me solving the PayPal issue. You're welcome. There is no thanks in the family. Okay, what do you recommend to new seller on way learning as a beginner doesn't have much money but time? What would you recommend? Very good question. If you have a time and what you want to learn. In the beginning of this video, I talked about it. If you are learning something and you think you are learning something that you can implement realistically in your life, that's what you should learn. I mean, even if you're not getting any kind of value from my videos as well, then stop watching them. So what would I recommend if you want to be specifically new seller on eBay and Amazon? I will start from, I do actually have the, I hate, it's not the course because it's free, but what I did is I actually organized the stuff on the YouTube videos that I made. I organize them in the way which goes one by one, like a pattern, one by one. Let me share that on a screen right here. So this is my website. I designed it, very proud of it. It's very basic, but it does the job. So this is my picture you will see inside the thumbnail as well. So this is right here. That's me, definitely. Yeah. So that's here, my background and education and everything. You can read about it. Don't go now. Let me explain how it works first. So when you go down there and you see free courses right here, when you click on that one, this is called, first of all, free eBay course. So if you go inside the first free eBay course, this is called eBay productivity. So this have like a 5-6 module inside. So module 1, module 2, module 3, and 4 and 5. So you go like that, and one by one, if you wanna start selling on eBay, I mean, this is for particularly new people, like who don't have much information about eBay. You can go one by one, and then I mean, I think you should start watching videos from here. So say second, third, fourth, when you finish first module, I mean, you don't even have to put email address as well. Like it's not like you have to sign up for something and I will bombard you with the spam emails and stuff like that. So this is all free. These are YouTube videos are organized in the way that will make easier for you to learn on eBay. And the thing about this channel, what we're gonna do, we're gonna design the same kind of content about Amazon as well. Like, would you like me doing that? Let me know in the comments. So we're gonna do that. And also, if you go back, if you like me, how do I put it in the way that I don't look greedy? That's what I'm trying to think. Yeah, so how would I put it in the way? If you like me to keep going, what I'm doing, because look, the YouTubers in my niche, what they do is they are selling courses on the side, because from the YouTube you don't make a lot of money to sit here for 2 hours. Uh, Joel, if you want to ask a question, feel free, man. Ask as many questions you want. Ask him in the house. Thank you, Asim. And if you want me to keep going, then buy me a cup of coffee. And what cup of coffee mean? I mean, what I do when you're making a videos, like for example, this mics and everything, there are expenses to do that as well. And when somebody is sitting, spending a lot of time for something, I don't know, guys. It's up to you. I'm not good at explaining particularly that. So if you want to buy me a cup of coffee for appreciation, that would be up to you. uh I mean, there is no obligation. It's written everywhere. I mean, you're not obliged to do it. Definitely, if you want to, that's up to you. So what I forgot to mention here, when it comes to free stuff right here, there is a eBay course updates as well. So if let's say you were doing course already, you're watching the video one by one, what you can do is then you can come back here and see if I updated something right there. So this last one, posting from post office or buying postage online, the video on a YouTube was added on 4th of October 2020, and it's been added in a module 1. So if you finish all the courses and you want to keep updated about the latest information, you come back. So this is something we will continue as well. And then the Sarfrazia said, yes, sure, for Amazon this will be helpful for people, and definitely I want to do it for Amazon. And thanks for the super chat as well. So also another thing, what I wanted to talk about, yeah, so this is right here, all the information, the YouTube channel, this right here is here. And then the contacts, and I don't really share my social media. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. The messages that you send on the social media, I really appreciate that. Because I'm a full-time seller, it's very hard for me to reply to each and every person. So what I do, I pick some questions from there, I reply to some of them, I pick some questions here, and I bring them in the live chat so we can have a detailed discussion about that. But to make myself look good, I will say, well, I can tell somebody I have 50,000 followers on Instagram as well. In that manner, honestly, I don't post much on Instagram or anything. I just don't have a time. So follow me on Facebook or follow me on Instagram. Or if you haven't, subscribe to the channel and just give one thumbs up from there. So let me pick up the questions now, because I have to stop this self-promotion now. Okay. How do I send with making profit? How to avoid the item not received cases if I send the second class item with no proof of delivery? So I did talk about it, because I think you joined the stream now. I'm gonna give you a little bit about it again. Once you receive order, let's say 2030, go inside your Seller Central and look at the people accounts, the people who are buying from you. So if there is someone with a less feedback and they have joined the platform recently and they have bought very expensive item, then send them the item with the tracking number. You can go in the sellers in the buyer's account, and you can see what kind of feedback they are leaving for other sellers. If it's a negative feedback, you will know this buyer is a trouble. Okay, man, real trouble. So I would say, okay, well, I'm going to send them the item with the tracking number. I don't want to have this headache. Okay, let's put a little bit money on the top and send them an item with the tracking service. Yeah, you can't do for every buyer, because you are cutting your profit margin. So you have to go, and there are, I would say, 99.99% the people who buy from eBay, they are a good buyers. So if you go there and an account has been there from past 2-3 years, and the people are buying from eBay and they are leaving good feedback for other sellers, it's mean you have very less chance to be in some kind of issue with them. I can risk sending second class without proof of delivery. I hope that answers your question, but I did answer this in a very detail. So, but I also mentioned you can normally see if somebody is not really using their like my name is Zan Shah. So if I buy something from eBay and I say, okay, well, ZS only, well, why would I? My name is Zan Shah. I'm proud of it. I would write my real name unless I have a really good intention for you later on. So yeah, that is there. Bilal Naeem there in the house. Can you make a video how to make a seller account, how to upload the product, everything? Definitely, I will do that. How to make a new seller account on eBay are you talking about, or Amazon are you talking about? Or how to make money from YouTube, because I do all cover all those things. So selling on eBay, Amazon, I mean, anything that got to do with making money online, I cover everything on this channel. So, okay, how can we activate the Amazon account which is deactivated by Amazon? So, good question. A lot of people have this problem, and a lot of people, luckily, you reminded me actually. A lot of people ask me this question inside the chat as well, in over to the Instagram, which I didn't reply. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do it now. So the thing is, when your account get deactivated from Amazon, there is a reason behind it. So Amazon is looking from you to get more information. So it can be your proof of ID, it can be a proof of address. The information that you receive in the email, you have to provide them with the documentation which they have asked for. Or if there are, let's say, some cases are active, you have to refund those people. If you can't seem to find because a lot of people I responded and I said, if you can't find this information, you have an option to contact Amazon customer services and ask them, what do you actually need to activate my account again? There is no trick and there is no way to do that without knowing what your account got deactivated for at the first place. So if you tell me the reason, then I can tell you, okay, this is the way to do it. But every person who have their account deactivated have a different reasons behind it. So whatever the reason is for your case, you just have to work on that and your account will get deactivated. Look, eBay and Amazon, they make money from sellers. They don't make money from a buyer. So they want more sellers to join their platform. And never eBay and never Amazon in my whole history of selling on eBay and Amazon have blocked my account for no reason. There is always reason behind it. So yeah, I will look into finding out what is the reason behind that as well. So yeah, do that. Guys, thank you so much. 2 hours. 2 hours today. 2 hours, but I love it. I honestly love it. I feel like, I hope so. I haven't wasted one single minute of you, because that's what I like to do. And every Sunday, you have to remember, and you have to tell me in the chat as well. Sunday 7 p.m. Like, say Sunday 7 p.m. in the chat, and then I'm gonna go. And we have a Yardley Yatman. I'm trying to start reselling. Way to go, man. I hope this session will be productive. And I think you joined it from the beginning and now you are actually there. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Okay, so just like a rapid fire question. If somebody have a quick question, I'm not going to go into detail now because I am really, I'm hungry now. I need to have my dinner now. So I'm just going to go get my dinner. If you have a question, do the rapid fire like kind of things, and I will answer them before I go. They asked me for the invoices of product which I listed, but I don't have a receipt. I only take the images and detail from Pound Shop. Okay, so you don't have images for the receipt. Okay, this is something that is interesting. Look, man, I can't I can't say this, but there are a lot of people when they get their account suspended, there are many software available over to internet. So you can make your own invoice and provide that to Amazon as well. Next time, keep in mind, remember the receipt. Whenever you buy something, if you get your account blocked, next time you can send them a receipt as well. But this time you can go back to your Poundland and you can ask them to give you a copy of receipt if it's that possible. And again, I said there are many people who, when they get their account blocked, they kind of make their fake invoices over the internet and send that to Amazon, and that's how they get their account active. I want to do mobile phone accessories. What can it be? Mobile phone cover, screen protectors, charging cables. Also, you want to sell car chargers. You want to sell the charging mount, the car mounts that you want to sell. There are many things that you can sell. USB cable, memory cards, Type C cable, Lightning cable, Samsung cables, cover for Note 9, Note 10, cover for iPhone 7, 8, 9, cover for iPhone X, cover for iPhone 11, iPhone 12 is coming, and then this is my thing, so I can give you many ideas. Say 7 p.m. My question missed. Sorry, which was your question? Sir Faraz. My question missed. I don't know if you can. Yeah, so you're saying Amazon series will be helpful. I definitely will do that. So if you want to give me the question again, I will do that. How do I send with making profit? How do I avoid not receive cases? I think I have actually answered that. Second class with no proof of delivery. How do I send making profit? How do I avoid item not? So I did actually answer this before. Can you make a video how to make a seller account, how to upload the product, everything? I will definitely do that. Let's go down. Sarfraz, I honestly don't know which question it was. So is that what's about you talking about Amazon thing? Then I will definitely make a video about it. I appreciate all your answer you have given us. Thank you. You can go now, have your dinner. I have your permission. I'm going now, guys. I got your permission. Thank you so much, guys. I love you hanging out with me. I hope I didn't wasted your time. Check my other videos. If you got any question, ask me in the relevant comments. So once you send me, I will know in what reference you're talking about. If it's the video about, I don't know, item not received, then there is a video about it on the eBay. Ask your questions there. And thank you so much. I will see you next Sunday, 7 p.m. And also, I try whenever I'm sitting in front of the computer, I go live a lot on the Facebook, but I'm not consistently talking over there like I do on the YouTube, because YouTube is a more formal kind of things. But there I'm just sitting down, knowing my stuff. I randomly pick up the question and I answer it there. And if you want to do that, there is a link for my website down inside the description. And there are many other videos that I recommend you guys watching. My website, the link for that is inside the description. When you go there, you will find all my social media, Instagram, Facebook, I don't know, whatever is there now, is all there. Make sure you follow me so I can tell people I have a lot of followers. That's the only one single reason. There is no other reason. And thank you so much. I will see you next Sunday. Bye-bye. Take care.